So the car is all packed up. Sorry, just making sure that the volume or the mic is on. There's Winnie, she's in the car with me, and I wish I had the energy to make like such a cute goodbye and like you'll be missed, my first ever apartment. But I am so drained and I'm so exhausted, it's not even funny. My head is pounding, I'm starving. I'm heading over to my mom's right now to hang out with her for a bit before I head off. But genuinely, I feel like tonight I'll probably just get to my campsite and fucking knock out because I'm so dead. Hey YouTube world, it's Mara and I'm back with another video. So last we left off, I just moved from my home in Southern California and I'm going camping. As I move up to Northern California, I guess that's the best way to explain it, but this is probably gonna be a really emotional video because the first like hour of my drive I've just been crying. Yeah, I was just like experiencing a lot of emotions I was not at all prepared to experience. And I was just like allowing myself to cry. I feel like if I keep talking about it, I'm gonna keep crying. So I'm trying not to talk about it. But I made my first pit stop with Winifred. We went to a little coffee shop to get coffee because I have not had coffee today, and it's 5 p.m. and I am just exhausted. I feel like you could hear it in my voice, aside from the fact that I am also getting sick, but I feel like that's also part of like why I'm experiencing so many emotions. I'm so exhausted, I'm so tired, and also it is just really sad leaving your home, everything that you know, for the unknown. I just keep telling myself like I don't have a great reason for going, but I also don't have a great reason to stay. And I think I would much rather have tried and not liked it and came back down and just been like, okay, it was what it was, you know? It was an adventure and we keep going. But yeah, I've just been crying, so that's great. Right now my ETA for the camp is 6:17. I'm probably gonna have to stop at the store to get, oh my god, sorry, my camera is just like disgustingly heavy. Winifred some food because the food and I just wasn't even thinking this morning, to be honest. So I'm gonna keep going, keep driving, and then probably stop at the grocery store and then go to camp. I made it to Santa Barbara. I've actually been here once before. Hold on. You want me to hold you or no? Winnie apparently is not like a fan of camping very much. What can I say? She's a very prim and proper girl. I find it very funny because I feel like I'm the only person, one of the only people tent camping here. I feel like everyone else is in these really fancy campers and like RVs, and I'm like, girl, it is what it is. I just want to be out here in nature and doing me. Anyway, I'm gonna make myself some tuna because I'm starving. Actually, one sec, I gotta text my mom and I gotta go get the mayo from the car. So quite frankly, I'm just so exhausted. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I don't think my mind like could conceptualize the fact that like I was actually coming here. Like in my brain it seemed like not an illusion, but like it just seemed like, yeah, I'm supposed to get here, but I'm so exhausted I don't even know if I'll make it. But at the same time I was like, well, where else am I supposed to go? Like I can just go to a truck stop, I guess, and sleep there for a few hours. But in my mind I was like, oh, it's not open. I was like, what is the point of that when Santa Barbara was only like 3 hours from my mom's house, which is where I left from. But I was just so exhausted. I feel like once I like saw that I was maybe 20 miles away, that's when I started to like get excited and be like, oh my gosh, I actually made it. I'm not going to just evaporate from exhaustion, and I'm actually gonna go camping. I got my tent set up fairly quickly, and that was nice. But yeah, I was so exhausted, and I think it's just so many things at once. I'm physically exhausted, I can feel myself getting sick, and then I'm emotionally exhausted because I was just like crying most of the way here. And granted, I feel like when I was talking to you guys earlier, I was very much in the thick of it, of crying. Like I'm very excited for this new adventure, and I'm very excited for life up in Northern California, but it's just so hard leaving everything you know and everyone you love. And it makes me understand why people never leave. Like, you just grow up, you go to the same high schools as your parents, you stay. Like, I get it. It's so hard to leave, and that's why not many people do. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying I'm never, okay, when he's still here, I'm not ever coming back, but it's just, I can't help but, like, obviously realize everything I'm leaving. But at the same time, that's what I kept telling myself in the moment. Like, I don't have a great reason to go, but I also don't have a great reason to stay. Because I was like, if I say I'm staying for family, I have family going up there too. My sister's going up there. And if I'm saying, like, oh, well, I have a job down here, I'm like, I don't have a job that, like, pays me an astronomical amount of money, just being realistic. So the odds of me finding a new job out there are very high. It just made me realize, like, how scary it actually is to get out of your comfort zone. I feel like we always talk about, and by we I mean me, of, like, manifesting the things that you desire and becoming the person you need to be to receive those things, but that entirely requires, like, an identity shift and you doing something different. And when you actually start doing things differently, it is so insane and uncomfortable. And I understand that in that discomfort is where you will become the person that you need to be to receive the things that you desire. But man, I did not realize, like, how excruciatingly painful and uncomfortable it is to shed every last bit of your identity and create a new one. I'm gonna finish my tuna and probably just go brush my teeth, wash my face, and go to bed because I am exhausted. I'm not even lying. I feel like this is probably gonna be the best sleep of my life, in that sense of, like, I feel so peaceful that I don't have to be anywhere and no one's expecting anything of me. And I can just sleep in until checkout time. Sorry guys, I meant to do a tour of the outside, but I'm just too lazy. Like, I'm just being straight up. I went to go wash my face and brush my teeth. Now Winnie and I are in the tent. I have these cute little lights going. This is my sleeping bag. That's Winnie's bed. I doubt she will sleep in there. I got this cute little Polaroid of Winnie. I don't think it'll focus because of the lighting. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna watch some YouTube videos and knock the fuck out. And I will wake up when I wake up tomorrow. She will probably wake me up, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, sorry if it's not focusing and really bad because of the lighting, but good night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, pals. It's like 7 in the morning. I already went to go wash my face, brush my teeth, all of the things. Now I'm, like, setting up a small breakfast. And then Winnie and I are probably gonna go walk the beach and then start closing up shop. I want to try and reorganize my car, but I feel like there's just so much crap in there, I don't even know what to do. But other than that, I slept pretty good. I slept for 10 hours, which is the most sleep I've gotten this entire week. It was blissful. I can't even complain. I was so warm. Everything I feel like I bought. Get over here. I highly recommend, like, that sleeping bag, so warm. The only thing I wish I would have had was a pillow, but I ended up just using my my jacket as a pillow, so it wasn't even that bad. Winnie, where are you going? Kids. Look at me doing the damn thing. I cannot remember if I told you guys that I made oatmeal, but I'm making another pot for coffee now. I'm basically, like, done with my oatmeal, but it was delicious. Make myself coffee, and then we're gonna go walk the beach for a little bit, and then come back, pack shit up, and probably move on to our next campsite. Unfortunately, I don't know how much longer we will have this good quality of filming because my chaotic mind in a chaotic frenzy just packed my camera battery and my charger somewhere. I think I genuinely thought I wasn't gonna need it while I was camping, so I just threw it with all my other boxes that are already home. So if that is the case, I will just switch over to phone camera quality, which kills me, but it must be done. So Yes, I will continue vlogging as long as I can on here though. I wish I could have gotten some like views of the beach, but I took pictures on my disposable and my Polaroid, so I'll probably insert those that are really cute. And let's move on to the next campsite, the next trip, the next campsite. Okay, this is our first pit stop. I was just hungry, honestly, and I realized I had to pee. So I wanted to try some like local food because we're in Santa Maria and it's really cute, but the one place that I looked up was like Mediterranean healthy food, and I could not find the place. Like the place it kept bringing me to was like a liquor store, and I'm assuming now that the restaurant or food would have been inside the liquor store, but I just like panicked and I saw Starbucks up here, so then I was just like, whatever, let me just go to the Starbucks. So unfortunately I did not get to try the local food here. I just got Starbucks. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the road again. It says we'll get there around like 1:30, which is a good time for me because I don't think I'm allowed to check in until 2, so that's good. I'll keep you guys posted. But today's view is literally so breathtaking. It's water out there. I'm so sorry, the next like 2 minutes and 15 seconds are out of focus. As you can tell, I am visually impaired, so I was not able to tell the camera was out of focus until like halfway through filming that clip. So it gets better, I promise, okay? Now that I'm like camping and I'm more in the groove of like what I'm doing, I feel like I've gotten over the, not really, but like for the most part, the hump of like leaving home and the sadness of that. I think I'm more in like adventure mode, and it just feels like an adventure, which is really nice. But on the way here I was just like, I know it's so sad, but I also felt like I was just shedding the last of my identity, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I have shed so many forms of myself to become who I am now, and I feel like the person that I am now is very much ready to like take herself seriously as a creative. I feel like for so long I didn't want to take myself seriously because I didn't want to feel like I was actually trying at something, and then there's the real possibility that you fail, and then no one wants to be a failure. But I feel like now I've also began to understand like the way you view what an artist is the way that you're gonna like view yourself in that essence. Like for a minute there, I thought being an artist was living like that fast-paced life, crazy, loose, like all these things, and it would just flow creativity. But like that's not me. I really need to slow down. I need to be in nature. I need to let my creative juices flow, because when I'm living fast and I'm living loosely, I know I don't follow my morals, and that doesn't make me feel really good, and then I feel shit about myself, which makes me not be creative, makes me be in a funk. So I feel like I also am starting to tell myself that I need to view myself as an artist, to actually take myself seriously with my creative endeavors. And that's where I feel like I'm having a huge identity shift, where it's like an artist is what you think an artist is, and it doesn't have to be the live fast, die young, bad girl. Like it doesn't have to be like that. For me, this is a big part of it. Having structure, having routine, having methods that allow my creative juices to flow, and honestly just taking myself seriously. Like I'm not too seriously, but also like serious enough to where like I'm actually putting real effort into my creative projects. And it could be shit, and who gives a fuck? I feel like no one's art is perfect or amazing or wonderful or stellar the first time you do it, or not even the 50th time. Some people, it takes them hundreds of thousands of times for their art to actually be good to them. And I feel like I'm starting to accept that, and I don't care anymore to let people see me trying, because I rather try and gain something out of that experience than not try at all and be bitter about life, you know? Like be bitter that I'm not where I want to be because I didn't try. Like fuck that. Also, I feel like this trip has really made me lose all sorts of embarrassment. Like, I have zero embarrassment talking in front of my big ass camera while I'm camping. Literally someone just pulled into the camping spot next to me. Other than that, I don't know what I do know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I'm gonna try and like set up my DJ stuff, and then I'm gonna try and do that for a little bit. Then maybe I'll go back to the water at like sunset, and then come back and keep jamming or crochet or something like that. I don't really know. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not really well, but like, I wish you guys could see my eyesight from the camp, like my campsite. It looks so beautiful, and then you look up to the sky. You can't really see me, but yeah, it's like 4 in the morning. I woke up at 3 and I just could not go back to sleep. We did get visited by a raccoon because yesterday Winnie dropped her dog food on the floor, and I obviously could not get every last kibble, so I already knew we were gonna get visited by something. But then after that I went back to sleep, and then I don't know, at 3 o'clock, like, I just woke up, which is unfortunate because it's the witching hour, but I just woke up and I could not go back to sleep. So I was like, whatever. My phone was dead. I was like, you know what, I have to pee, like, let me just get up and start doing shit. So I'm probably gonna make myself a cup of coffee right now and start packing things up to like leave around 6. I don't know, I feel like I just want to go home. So yeah. sorry about the absolute god-awful lighting, but I ended up just packing everything up and getting in the car because it was just too cold for life. Like, it's 43 degrees out, my hands were so cold, and I have hand warmers and everything. I feel like I was as prepared as I could be, but I don't know, for some reason something is just like telling me to go home. So I probably will go park my car by the bathroom, go to the bathroom one last time, give Winnie her damn turkey that she's trying to eat right now, and start heading home. It's so funny because this is only 2 days of camping, and my sister went on a like 3-week camping trip with her now husband, but at the time they were just dating or engaged, I don't remember. And I'm like, I don't know how she did it. Like, this is such a mental trip. And I'm like, no wonder everyone here has like trailers and RVs and like fully loaded camp vans, because I'm like, the cold is no joke. Yeah, I like sat there. I finished making my coffee. Sorry, my phone got low battery. I finished making my coffee, and then I was just like, I was sitting there drinking it. Winnie, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, this girl is sorry. Yeah, I finished making my coffee and I sat there and I was drinking it for like 2-3 sips, and then I was like, I can't do this. Like, I just need to get in the car because it's so cold. I couldn't think about anything else besides warming my body up. So I don't know how people do this, like just raw dogging it. I'm so ready to go home. Okay guys, so I made it home to my new home for now. From camping. Granted, I understand that like 40 something degrees is not that cold, but I think I was just mentally over it. I was exhausted. I had moved that whole week. I was emotionally drained. I was mentally drained. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I just listened to my gut instinct, and I came home yesterday. I like was thinking about it, and I just don't understand how my sister went camping for 3 weeks with her now husband, but at the time it was just her boyfriend, I think. So yes, as I was saying, my sister camped with her then boyfriend or fiance, I'm not sure. But I don't know how she lost her mind, because I was definitely losing my mind by day 2, and I think my circumstances were a little bit different, but still 3 weeks is so fucking intense. I am just so grateful to have a home, to have a like space, like honestly just space to like stretch out my body, to sleep on a comfy couch or bed. Like, I appreciate it so much. I feel like I am very appreciative for everything that I was able to reflect on while I was camping as well. It was great, but also like I'm so exhausted and I'm happy to be home and slowly unpacking and getting my life back in order. Yeah, I feel like it has made me so incredibly grateful. Sorry, my desk is just crooked and like my brain cannot not fixate on that right now. Okay, just leave it alone. Anyway, that is it for the Camping Chronicles. I hope you guys enjoyed, And peace and blessings, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.